Here we are, back at the Portland Sports Arena, and yes, indeed, Rip Oliver did retain his belt. Both men were counted out. We are now getting ready for another main event, and guess who's coming out?
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round. They gazed in a wide window at the door they had found. The head nurse spoke up, the knees were full of rumble. She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone.
Yeah, bad to the bone, and that certainly is Mean Mike Miller. And in fact, he's got it on his shirt there, bad to the bone. Well, following Mike Miller, look out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event be the best 2 out of 3 falls or through a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds from Louisiana, Mean Mike Miller.
Hey, you know what they Don Owens? Hey, I like to put happy birthday, baby. But you know why it's so happy, Don Owens? Because this is the week you had a birthday when we won these belts in Longview, baby.
Mean Mike Miller and the Arab regained the Northwest Team Championship in Longview last Monday in a controversial bout protested by Santana and Ricky Brady Boone. His opponent in this corner, 238 pounds, one of the most sensational wrestlers in the nation, Ricky Santana.
Ricky Santana, I don't know if you could tell exactly what he was yelling at Mike Miller. I hope you couldn't tell all of it. But yelling that those are still his and Brady Boone's belts. That those belts still belong to Brady Boone and Santana, because they both feel that they were taken away from them unfairly this past Monday night in Longview. Well, no matter. The belts still now are around the waist of Mean Mike Miller and Abu Dean. All the belts are back with the Clan. If you tuned in late, you missed one wild match between Rip Oliver and the Assassin. A title match. Oliver fighting under protest, but it didn't make that much difference anyway. He was still using that right hand of his on the calf. Look at this. Oh, atomic drop by Ricky Santana. Side headlock by Santana. Into the ropes goes Santana. Down goes Miller. And Ricky just hung on to the ropes. He just hung on to the ropes, and there wasn't anything that Mike Miller could do. He was poised. He had that arm loaded, but he couldn't fire it. Anyway, Oliver and the Assassin ended up outside the ring. Both of them bloody. Both of them hurting, beaten. And they were battling with chairs out here and into the crowd, through the crowd. And finally, drop kick by Ricky Santana puts Miller out on the concrete floor. Finally, both men were counted out outside the ring. They're both counted out by referee Sandy Barr. And that, of course, basically forces a draw type situation, at which point the belts do not change hands or weight in this case. So Oliver retains the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship belt, because both he and the Assassin were counted out outside the ring. In fact, they ended up back into the dressing room. I thought they'd gone outside the building into the parking lot, but I guess they both ended up out into the dressing room, and half this entire building followed them out there. Boy, this is pandemonium. Now this match, best 2 out of 3 to a TV time limit. Ricky Santana and Mike Miller. Yeah, good move by the mean man. Got Santana's left arm in a hammerlock position. Now this is going to be an unusual move. Oh, an elbow by Santana. I think Miller actually thought Santana was going to give him a clean break. But not so. Ricky Santana battling with a little more fire tonight because of last Monday night in Longview, when he and Brady Boone lost those belts to Buddha Dean and Mike Miller. So this goes to show you that these belts can actually change. The titles can change anywhere at any time. So when professional wrestling, when Don Owen Professional Wrestling comes to your area, take out the whole family and enjoy it in person. Miller, I think, was going to try to go for a body slam, but instead he got slammed against the ropes, rolled up one. Two, he grabbed the trunk of Ricky Santana, and he ends up outside the ring with verbal battles against the crowd. That was the only thing, I'm sure, that Miller felt he could do, because he was in a position for a pin. That would have been our first fall. You folks in Hoquiam, Washington, get that YMCA gym ready, because we're going to be there on the 23rd of November. McMinnville. Well, I know the folks in McMinnville will be ready on the 24th. Look at that. Face first into the mat. Ricky Santana shoving Mike Miller. Miller finally getting in the ring, and Santana right there in the corner with him. Here comes a whip into the turnbuckle. Oh, and Ricky Santana just dives, and nobody there except the turnbuckle. And he landed full force in that. Now Mike Miller driving that boot into the back of Santana. We got people at ringside urging Ricky to get up. But he's got to be hurting right now himself. Flying mare by Mike Miller. Forearm smash across the forehead by Miller. Another forearm smash across the back of the neck. On the 25th of November in Florence, Oregon, down there on the coast, Uslaw High School. Wednesday the 26th in Medford. Don Owen and Barry Owen lining up a lot of action in the month of December throughout the Northwest. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Ricky Santana, Mike Miller, all over him. Last Saturday night, right here at the Portland Sports Arena, you may have seen part of this, but I know you didn't see all of it. Joey Jackson defeated Vinny Valentino. Ricky Santana defeated Thomas Samoa. This is last Saturday night. Brady Boone defeated Vicious Vern Siebert. Coco Samoa defeated Abuda Dean by disqualification. And in that six-man tag match between the Assassin and Coco Samoa and Scott Doring on one side and the Clan on the other, that match was won by the Assassin and friends. That was last Saturday night right here at the arena. Mike Miller with that elbow drop of his, and Santana kicks out, and Miller right on him, not giving him any breathing room whatsoever. In the month of December, we're coming to Dayton, Oregon. Well, we haven't been in Dayton for a long time. Dayton, Oregon, the high school. on the 1st of December. On the 2nd, we're going to be in Longview at Mark Morris High School. On the 7th, we're going to be in Findlay, Washington, Riverview High School. On the 8th, we're going to be in Yakima, J.M. Perry Tech. The 9th in Albany, Boys and Girls Club there. On the 11th of December, we're going to be in Roseburg, Oregon, at the fairgrounds. So, Don Owen, pro wrestling, all over the Northwest. Into the ropes goes Mike Miller, back body drop by Ricky Santana. And Miller's not feeling too good right now. He just got himself body slammed by Santana. Santana coming off the rope, elbow drop. Miller rolled out of the way, and Santana hit that mat with his elbow. Ricky Santana, one of the most popular wrestlers. One of the most popular wrestlers in the Northwest right now. Getting a lot of attention, a lot of press, a lot of radio, television. He packs a lot of charisma into that athletic body of his, and the fans really love him. And right now, he's certainly not loving what's happening to him from Mike Miller. Mike Miller warming up that fist and drives it right into the forehead of Santana. Another right hand, another right hand. Santana just grabs Miller. Boom! Oh, baby! Oh, now that... Boy, did Santana ever turn the tables on Mike Miller. And Miller is in a whole world of pain right now. A right hand by Santana. Another right hand. Into the ropes goes Miller, and he just about had his head taken off by Ricky Santana. Santana, he drove him up against the referee, Sandy Barr. Into the ropes goes Santana. Oh, and Mike Miller was just waiting for him. Out. Look at this now. Santana got right to his feet. Santana is in the ring. Miller doesn't even know he's there. Off the top rope, a flying body press. He rolled him up. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Miller thought that Santana was out lying on the concrete floor. Santana hit that concrete all right, but he jumped right to his feet, came off that top rope, and flattened Miller for the first fall of our main event. We'll be back with more after this timeout.